Warning: this game contains imagery that may be triggering or disturbing to some viewers, with reference to alcohol, death, abuse, and other sensitive content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Then I will speak on the two's behalf, as his prophet. If the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
What?
Are you serious? There's a way to do that?
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new here. My name is Death by Pony and today we're hopping back into Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Without further ado, let's hop in.
That is correct. You can make a long pole if you roll up the screen. It would be possible to reach the library door with it. If you use the rolled up screen to reach the library's rear door, then you can open it. The screen itself is quite heavy, but that would not have been a problem for Gonta.
Yeah, no problem for Gonta.
Oh my, how honest.
Oh no.
If you open the library door, the camera would take your picture.
Actually, the camera wouldn't be triggered just by opening the door.
Shuichi and Kaede's pictures were like that as well. The shutter only went off once someone set foot into the room.
Okay, so it was possible to open the library door, but where does that get us? Gonta still couldn't have gotten from the AV room to the library.
Gonta did not enter the library. He killed Rantaro while he was still in the AV room.
We've gone to killed Rantaro in the library while he was in the AV room then.
So does that mean Gonta threw the shot put ball?
Wait, I say! Why would anyone do something so crazy like throw a... Wait, that's actually not crazy at all! Throwing a shot put ball is totally normal!
See? Everybody's finally starting to get on the same page as me. But now it's making me nervous that because it is a little obvious that it might not be it. But it could surprise me and instead be like, haha, we solved it so quick and easy.
Yes, the act of throwing a shot put ball could lead one to use it as a weapon.
Even if a person couldn't fit through the space, a shot put ball certainly would.
Rantaro's body was across from the AV room sliding door as well. As long as the rear door of the library was open, he would have been able to hit the victim.
That's quite the distance, though.
And that shot put ball was pretty heavy.
Baganta threw a whole plate.
Did you forget already? Gonta easily picked up the heavy manhole cover. It would definitely be feasible for him to throw a shot put ball at his target.
Yup, a walking, talking Roomba can't compare to a mighty beast like Gonta.
That Roomba remark is probably not about me, as I have a variety of custodial functions.
Well, Gonta, can you throw a shot put ball from that distance?
Yes, probably.
You're too honest, Gonta. You're so cool, Gonta. You could be the ultimate shot putter. Well, I've heard enough. Gonta's the culprit.
Wait! Gonta never hurt anyone! Not even insect! Gonta telling truth! Gentlemen never tell lies!
Well, there you have it. What do you guys think?
I would like to believe him, but without evidence, we cannot.
If everyone is wrong, we'll never find the mastermind. Can't let that happen. I need to do my best to guide everybody to the right answer. Interesting.
So we
The
agree,
bookcase.
Gonta's the culprit.
Gonta not culprit! Honest!
A typical degenerate male excuse.
Rantaro's corpse and the AV room door do line up with one another. There are no obstacles.
No, that's wrong.
Ha! The door was open in the photo.
It would have been impossible for Gonta to have thrown that shot from the AV room. Because there was an obstacle between Rantaro and Gonta. Obstacle?
The moving bookcase. When Rantaro was killed, it should have been open.
Yup, that's our evidence. The bookcase door was open when he was killed.
Need the photos.
I get it.
There we go.
It's in this picture. Here, look. These two pictures were taken by the camera facing the moving bookcase.
These photos were taken moments before Rantaro was killed.
The bookcase door is completely open here, and then it closes automatically. So by the time we entered the library, the door had already closed itself. Before Rantaro was killed, the bookcase door was open. Even if Gonta did throw the shot, it would have hit the bookcase instead.
I see. Well, that pretty much shuts the book on that theory then.
If that's true, then there's no possibility that Gonta is the culprit.
What? Why are you making this so complicated? Just be the culprit already.
Sorry.
I don't think you need to apologize.
Yeah, that's right. A man shouldn't apologize so easily.
I should be the one to apologize. I am sorry for accusing you, Gonta.
No, going to understand. 'Cause we gotta find culprit.
Well said! For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable.
I hate this sentimental crap!
Why's that? It's nice when everyone gets along like this.
Are you stupid or something? I can't stand people having a good time!
No, he's too evil to feel ashamed for being evil.
We could learn a lot from him.
Don't mind me. I'm not actually taking notes. I'm placing bets on racehorses.
I'm jonesing for a leaf. I need a raccoon tail to chase my dragon.
It's good that Gonta's in the clear, but don't break out the confetti just yet. We're out of suspects now. On top of that, we still don't even know how Rantaro died.
So we only know what the weapon is? How are we supposed to find the mastermind with that?
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball. But where did the culprit get it?
I have a feeling.
I think it was from the warehouse. I saw track and field equipment there.
And it could get rid of somebody I really don't like.
Then anyone would have been able to obtain it. We need more information. What's wrong, Shuichi?
Huh? It's nothing.
Ah! How do we find this darn culprit now?
Hey, culprit! Quit hiding! Just be a man and fess up already!
We don't even know if they're a guy or not, though, right? Or if they're even human.
Are you referring to me?
Don't worry, you guys. We're one step closer to the truth, so don't give up. Try to remember what happened. We can find more clues left by the mastermind.
Clues? What kind of clues?
Like, if Rantaro was deceived by the mastermind and went to the library, maybe somebody saw Rantaro having a suspicious conversation with someone. It would be a good idea to figure out who knew about our trap. Either way, anything you guys remember might be able to help with the case.
Yes, yes! But are you sure the culprit is also the mastermind?
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Why?
Then what Atua just told me about how the culprit entered the library is correct! Huh? I didn't hear anything. Oh, that's right. Only I can hear the voice of Atua. Then I will speak on Atua's behalf, as his prophet. If the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
What?
Are you serious? There's a way to do that?
Super serious, brother.
Atua sounds like a shady weirdo.
Wait for the culprit to enter the library without being caught by the cameras. Is that really possible?
Atua says I should continue explaining on his behalf. Yahahaha! Only Atua knows the truth behind this incident! The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time, before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door!
Them to ambush someone from there. Alright.
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time, before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside
The hidden door!
There we go. I was like, that has to be it. That has to be the one to hit. Just had the wrong truth bullet.
Wait a minute, Angie. I don't think it was possible to hide in the hidden door.
What? You dare challenge Atua?
I don't think the hidden door was ever used.
Huh, the dust is still there. Looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here.
While investigating the mastermind, I placed dust on the card reader. If anyone swiped their card key, the dust would have fallen.
We already confirmed during the investigation that there was no dust on the floor. The bookcase hadn't been opened, so I doubt anyone was hiding in there.
The fog is lifted. You still got a ways to go.
Huh? What do you mean?
The culprit could have been in the library before the cameras were even set. You won't be able to prove anything with weak reasoning like that.
Seems you've been contradicted. This sort of thing happens, they'll go into a one-on-one called a rebuttal showdown. What's a rebuttal showdown? For now, let's explain the controls. In this mode, you'll counter one other person's claim and argue against it. You'll move it with, align it with your opponent's claim. Perform the regular cut in the direction the blade is pointing by pressing A. The truth blade, cut with the truth blade by pressing Y. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. This mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. Okay, now I gotta look at the controls for this section. Okay, so scroll wheel, overturn is with right, cycle is left, fire blade is with left. Got it. Use regular cuts on your opponent's words, but when the weak spot appears, slash it with the truth blade strike. Of course, you don't have to have the correct truth blade. You will not be able to cut your opponent's mark. So I need to slash without using blade, so I'll have to overturn. What's neat is if you cut through multiple words at once, you'll get a time bonus. 2 at once gets you 2 seconds. 3 is 3. The more you cut down, the better. Watch the position of your opponent's claims, and they'll slice as many as you can. Doing that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. When the mood of the argument's in your favor, the debate will progress. On the other hand, if you ignore the person remarks, it will skew towards your advantage. And then you'll have to deal with loss of progress. If your opponent's arguments are even, the blade lock will occur. If this happens, you have to smash as fast as you can to push them off. Isn't slicing and dicing opponents with your sword the bee's knees? What? Not really? Well, you should knock yourself. You shouldn't knock it before you try it. So use V agree if you, so blah blah blah. Thank you for your time.
Even if we rule out the hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots. There's piles of books all over. Since the culprit was there before the cameras were placed, they could have been hiding there. They took out Rantaro, then took off.
But if the culprit killed him and ran away, wouldn't they have been caught on camera?
Not if they went back into hiding, right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser. All they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
I'll cut your words!
Maybe. Oh, thank God, I guessed.
The culprit met him inside the library? That doesn't seem possible, though.
Let's hear it then. What's your reason?
If you take a look at the 3 pictures from the camera we placed near the front door, this is when Shuichi and I met up with Kaito and Tenko, and then rushed in. This one shows the other 4 people running in after they heard Tenko scream. And finally, everyone else coming in after hearing the body discovery announcement. You can clearly see everyone entering the library in these pictures. It wouldn't make sense if there was someone hiding in the library the whole time.
Well, that does cover everyone now, doesn't it? I guess the one who still has a ways to go is me.
Don't worry about it. It's better to think about each possibility anyway. Right, Shuichi?
Yes.
Is Shuichi okay? He's been really quiet. Is he worried about something?
So the real question is how the culprit entered and exited the library.
We cannot continue until we address that problem first.
It's quite the mystery. How did the killer avoid being caught by the cameras?
Almost like they were invisible. Oh, but it wasn't me. My magic can only make you half invisible. Your upper half, to be specific.
That's kind of a half-baked invisibility spell, isn't it?
But both doors to library had hidden cameras on them.
How about the vent in the library? Maybe they came in through there. But Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom with the connecting vent.
The culprit waited until Kaede and Shuichi weren't looking, then turned invisible.
Himiko is really gung-ho about her invisible culprit theory.
Yeah, no. There's no way someone snuck into the library through the vent.
That's right. We have evidence that proves that would have been impossible. The bookcase. I think it's the stacked book.
I get it.
Yeah.
When I set the cameras, I also stacked some books in front of the vent. If someone did crawl in and out from the vent, the books would have collapsed. While we were investigating, they were still neatly stacked the way I placed them.
Maybe they put the books back when they left the room.
That would be quite difficult to achieve on such a narrow bookcase.
If we've ruled out the vent and doors, then how'd the culprits get in and out of the library? Maybe divine intervention?
Gonta no can think of any other way to enter.
Eureka! I know how the culprit got in the library. The front door!
Have you been paying attention? The camera would have taken their picture.
Not if the culprit timed their movements around the camera intervals.
Huh? Intervals? What is that?
Basically, the culprit knew about the cameras and their intervals. So they snuck into the library between camera shots to avoid appearing in the photos. I know. Beauty and brains. Why? It's just not fair.
But she was the only one who knew.
You? What's this interval you're talking about?
Huh? Oh, now you're asking me. After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds. Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
That's the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell us from the start?
But I told your little beta boy toy after I gave you the remodeled cameras.
What?
Shuichi?
I'm sorry. I guess I forgot to tell you.
How could you forget to tell me?
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit like. That way you know you're enjoying the content I'm making. Or hit subscribe. That way YouTube brings you back here to see what happens next. If you want to see what I do outside the gaming space, make sure to follow my social medias linked on my channel. I want to take up any more of your time. Have a great day. Bye.